answers have all lost their meaning. They got us all believing we really have the future, and you will get there first. Knock down, stumble and you fall. Sit down, find the need for it all. No way, walk before you crawl. When will you fall? So many hopeless nights have been forgotten. Defeated one, two, up.
We're here in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Get those fingers warmed up, folks. I'm Jim Houston with Craig Simpson. We've got a heck of a battle for you tonight between Hershey and Hershey.
This one's going to boil down to patience. These guys are up against a very disciplined team that loves to get under your skin.
They're one of the least penalized teams in the league, and that's because they incite, but they don't react. We're just about ready to drop the puck, so now let's get down to center ice. Thornton won the draw to Daniel Alfredson. To Joe Thornton. Turned over. One-timed it over to Blake. Behind the net. To Sakic. Now he gains the blue line into the attacking zone. Here's a chance. Kovalchuk. We're scoreless early in the first. Passed ahead to Kovalchuk. One-time shot. Blocked. Great save by Turco. To Richard. Shoots. He scores. And there's the game's first goal.
It's almost uncanny how the puck follows this guy on the ice. He always seems to be in the right spot at the right time. What a goal scorer.
Quick lead can be a warning for the opposition.
At this point, the other coach must think he's up against the powerhouse.
Scored by number 19.
It's 1-0 here early in the first for the home team. One time from deep in the slot. He scores, and they're right back in the game.
Glenn Murray is a perfect example of a player who knows the value of taking shots, and it's his ability to get a shot off quickly is why he's one of the better snipers in the NHL.
We may be in for a shooting match.
Both these teams are looking to score early and often.
Hershey goal.
Marcus Naslin, want a good honest answer to a question? Ask Marcus. Shoots the puck from the slot. Luongo gets a leg on it. He intercepts the pass. To Pounder. He has his pocket pick. One-time shot. Luongo turned the shot away. Another shot and another stop. Puck corralled by Naslin. To Murray, and he carries the puck to center ice. Now he gains the blue line into the attacking zone. Fires it from the right. It's blocked. Ponger takes control of the puck. Here comes Marcus Naslin. It's 1-1 here early in the first. Here comes Glenn Murray. One-timer. Missed the net. Puck gobbled up by Timonen. He moves it to center. They're over the line and on the attack. To Hossa. Now he carries the puck to center ice. Here comes Hossa. Glove save by Turco. Kuba. Shots are 7-7. One-timed it. Grabbed by Stevens. Here's Robert Lang, who hasn't registered a shot on goal so far. One-timed it. Here's Mike Modano to Bill Garrett, and he carries the puck into the attacking zone. A howitzer from the slot. One-timed it. Here comes Mike Modano. Front of the net. Quick shot. Luongo's got it. He passes it to Surrey. Midway through the first, and it's 1-all. Quick shot. Pretty nice glove save by Turco. He passes it to Blake. Now it's passed ahead to Tange. Here comes Bertuzzi to Sakic. Luongo's got it. Niedermeyer. Sure. Now it's passed to Sundin to Kovalchuk. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. Delayed penalty coming up. Stone cold by Turco to Sundin. Again they shoot. Turco makes the pass save. Blake is going off for high sticking.
Some people might question that call, but the referee has decided it's worth 2 minutes in the sin bin.
Hershey will try and take advantage of a penalty here.
Well, we haven't seen the power play yet tonight, but we know they're going to be a handful.
They've got great skill on that first unit.
2 minutes for high sticking.
Here's Patrick Marlowe looking for his first shot on net to Ilya Kovalchuk. The shots are 11-11. Marty Saint-Louis shot the puck. It's passed ahead to Datsuk. To Thornton. Midway through the first, and it's 1-all. Right in front. Shoots it from in front. Here comes Marlowe. He passes it to Alfredson. Just one man to beat. To Sundin. Into the slot. Turco with a huge save. He'll go at him one-on-one. With a one-timer. Hit the man in front of the net. Here's a chance. Cuts in front. And he covers up for the face-off. The ref is ready to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to Hershey. Pavel Kubina. That's blocked. Oh, it hurt him too. And he'll limp to the bench as play goes on. Here comes Wade Redden. Great save, Turco. And another stop to Modano. Shoots it quickly. He picks off the puck. Here's Daniel Alfredson, who's registered 3 shots on goal so far. Great hands. There's a nice move. Turco hangs on for the whistle. About to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to Hershey. He steals the pass to Pavel Datsuk. Here comes Joe Thornton. Hershey is 0 for 1 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. To Marlowe. One time. Puck corralled by Sure. Here comes Ilya Kovalchuk. Turco with a great glove save to Blake. And he moves the puck into the neutral zone. He breaks away. Front of the net. Luongo made the brilliant save. Another shot behind the net. Passed over to Redden. Midway through the first, and it's 1-all. He steals the puck to Joe Sakic. Shoots it quickly. Luongo made the save, and he hangs on to the puck. Hershey is like a blue-collar team. Hustle for every loose puck and check like demons.
I used to hate playing against teams like this because they're just so relentless. They don't know what quick means. You have to admire that.
One-timer! Passed ahead to Stevens. Out comes Robert Lang, and he's into the attacking zone. Now he passes it ahead to Garrett, and it's over the blue line on the attack. From behind the net. Out they come to center, and it's brought in over the line. One-timer! Saved by Turco. From behind the net to Thornton. Now he'll just move the puck into the neutral zone. Offside. What really impresses me about this guy is how quick he gets across the crease.
Well, he likes to stand tall in there, and that makes it easy to get post to post.
The faceoff goes to Hershey. Quick up to Naslund. Here comes Marcus Naslund. Quick shot from the left. to Yager. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. Turco made the huge save. One-timed it. Naslin gets hold of the puck. To Redden. We're tied at 1 here late in the first. Quick up to Murray. Now he takes it to center. He carries it into the attacking zone. One-timer. The puck is shot out of play. They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Hershey. Niedermeyer. Pretty nice glove save by Turco. He scores to take the late first period lead.
With Alfredsson's offensive talent, it's a wonder he wasn't selected before the 6th round back in 1993. He proved a lot of people wrong by winning the NHL Rookie of the Year award in 1996.
Hershey, that goal may change the tempo of this game.
No question, Jim. They need to grind it out to the end of the period. Start the second period.
He freezes the puck.
And by number 19,
Alfredsson has the 1 goal already tonight, and he looks like he's starting to find a rhythm.
He doesn't have a lot of shots, but he's finding the open ice. He needs to get some pucks to the net.
To Surrey. To Thornton. It's late in the first, and it's 2-1 for the visiting team. A wraparound. To Thornton. One-timer. Here comes Alex Tanguay. Backhand shot. That's blocked by the defender. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first period. Here comes Joe Sakic. With a one-timer. He scores! Late in the first, they get the tying goal.
There's another goal for a man who's won just about everything there is to win in sport. He's a lock for the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Hershey, near the end of the first period, the game is now tied.
I gotta hand it to them, Jim. They were determined to tie this one up before the break. Good hustle. It takes talent to deke like that.
assisted by number 18.
He passes it to Roberts, and he carries the puck to center ice. Here comes Roberts into the slot. Here's a chance. Blocked behind the net. To Modano. Now it's passed ahead to Lang. Here comes Lang. Now let's see what's in his bag of tricks. And there goes the horn to end the first period. After 20 minutes of play, we're tied at 2. As play gets underway in the second period. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Thornton. A one-on-one battle. Shoots! Brilliant save by Turco. Shoots the puck to Alfredsson. Now he moves it to center. Here comes Daniel Alfredsson. He passes it to Kovalchuk. Turco's got it. Hershey with it now. We're tied at 2 here early in the second. Out comes Jerome McGinley, and he moves it into the attacking zone. Here's Joe Thornton. He's been the hottest shooter, not the hottest scorer yet, to Alfredsson. Now it's passed ahead to Nash. Here comes Nash with a one-timer. He scores, and they've taken an early second period lead.
Mike Modano was one of those rare players who has all the tools. He's a great skater, plays solid defensively, sees the ice well, and has a fabulous shot. There's nothing he can't do.
So much for setting the tone.
Exactly. They're being forced off their game. Got to stick to their game plan if we want to get back in this one.
In front. Sundin is brought down on the breakaway, and the ref points to center ice.
I've got to say, I'm a little surprised by his conduct. Players know they've got to show some mental discipline when they're on the ice.
There he goes. Here comes Sundin. Fires it right on. Great save on the penalty shot. We're ready for the face-off. Wade Redden. One time. That's blocked and didn't get through. Here comes Nash. Medano turned aside by Luongo. To Rick Nash. He has his pocket picked. Rips it. Turco reached out for the puck to Philippe Kuba. The visiting team trails by 1 here early in the second. Here comes Bill Guerin. One-timed it.
And he did well to keep his team within 1.
And another shot. And another stop. Redden jumps on the loose puck. He passes the puck to Messier. He steals it. And he passes the puck to Saint-Louis. Turned over in the neutral zone. Here comes Joe Sakic. Shoots quickly. Another shot. He stopped it again. Behind the net. To Jeremy Roenick. Now he gains the blue line into the attacking zone. Behind the net. Passed ahead to Bertuzzi. Now he's moved it into the attacking zone. He gave the puck away to Glenn Murray. Here comes Glenn Murray. Hit. One-timed it. Blocked in front of the net. One-timer. Another stop to Marcus Naslund. Quickly in over the blue line. To Pronger. Now a pass up to Yager. He's into the attacking end of the ice. There's a quick shot. Puck picked up by Yager. He stopped that. Oop, post. Quickly another shot. He scores! Midway through the second, they tied the game.
There is no doubt that Jaromir Jagr is one of the most offensively gifted players this league has ever seen. Man, does this guy know how to score goals.
Midway through the second, and this game is tied.
Players love it when the teams are so evenly matched. Challenges them to raise their game.
Quick shot, blocked. Kuba takes control of the puck.
Jeremy Roenick, and by number 29, Glenn.
One-timer. Kuba to Doan. Picked off to Sheldon Surratt. Here's Joe Thornton, who's been all around the net but can't seem to score. We're tied at 3 as we approach the midway mark of the second. Into the slot, and he hangs on to the puck. The action's about to start. Face-off won by Datsuk. Shot the puck, pushed aside by Luongo. Here's Kimmo Timonen, whose shot blocking has been a huge part of this game. To Timonen. One-timer. He scores! And midway through the second, that's a go-ahead goal.
Jerome McGinley found the open spot in the ice, waited for the pass, and when it came, wasted no time getting that one away. That's a goal scorer's goal.
Hershey came up big that time.
They saw their chance, and they took it.
As we approach the midway mark of the second period, it's 4-3 for the home team. To Timonen. One-timer. Kubina. Behind the net. Over to Stevens. Here comes Roberts. He passes the puck to Iginla, and he carries it to center. Here comes Iginla. Great save, Luongo to Naslund. And another shot hit the man in front of the net. He shoots! That's blocked by the defender. Pass up to Modano. Now passed over to Redden. Goes behind his net. Passed ahead to Nash. Now it's passed to Aguilar. He moves it into the attacking zone. Ahead to Messier. Now he brings it to center. To Saint Louis. Scooped up by Hershey. Pass up to Modano. Now it's passed to Nash. Here comes Nash. Luongo shuts the door. Sundin. And he moves it into the attacking zone. To Messier. Fires from the slot. To Tanguay. Here comes Joe Sakic. Luongo freezes the puck. How about that last save? On a backhander, no less.
Great anticipation.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Hershey. Here's Joe Thornton. He's been the hottest shooter, not the hottest scorer yet. One-time shot. He scores, and we're tied at 4.
Chuck is one of those rare players who can beat people one-on-one. When he gets in alone on the netminder, there's an awfully good chance that the red light's going to be lit.
Here's Joe Thornton.
Scored by number
Here comes Joe Thornton.
Kovalchuk, assisted by
One-timed it. Blocked. Ahead to Marlowe. Now he carries it to center. He's into the attacking end of the ice. To Lidstrom. One times it. Luongo. Blocker saved. Thornton. He carries the puck to center. They're into the attacking zone. And up to Doan. We're tied at 4 here late in the second. Over to Kachuk. Quick shot. Up to Roenick. Now he moves it out. He gains the blue line on the attack. Turco with the glove save. To Lidstrom. To Nash. He moves it to center. They're into the attacking end of the ice. Luongo gets the blocker on it. He passes the puck to Roenick. And he's over the blue line on the attack. One-timer. He scores. Late in the second, they've got the lead.
Let's face it, this guy hasn't won 5 Art Ross trophies by accident. Yager is one of the finest finishers in NHL history. That was a great goal.
Hershey sends a message as the second period draws to an end.
If they start the third like this, it'll be very tough to knock them off.
Iginla dumps it.
by number 97.
With a one-timer, he scores, and they're right back in the game.
It's clear that Pavel Datsyuk is a quality player in the NHL who has no problem putting up points. He's got all the skills, he's got all the smarts, and that equals a long and productive career in this league.
Late in the second, and this game is tied.
They need to regain their control. Big hit, block shot, something to turn things around.
Assisted by number 23.
Luongo makes the save.
Number 12, Jerome Iginla.
Redden gets hold of the puck. He passes the puck to Messier. Here's Matt Sundin. Lots of shots, but no results so far. One times it from in front. It's passed ahead to Iginla. Now he gains the blue line into the attacking zone. Shoots the puck. Puck scooped up by Surrey. Here's Daniel Alfredson, who'll feel better for his performance since he scored in this game. Turco hangs on for the whistle.
Now that was a big hit, folks. He just barrels right through him with a tremendous hit.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Hershey. Here's Nick Lidstrom. He moves the puck into the neutral zone. Here comes Nick Lidstrom. Knock post to Lang. Here comes Lang. We've seen a lot of goals after 2 periods. We're tied at 5 going to the break. Hershey let the lead slip away there in the second, allowing a late marker to face an uphill battle in the third.
They really need to come out with a good, hard shift to start this period and regain their confidence.
The Chemo team. Luongo made the save to Daniel Alfredson. Here comes Ilya Kovalchuk. A great deep one-timer. He scores to take an early third period lead.
Thornton is a wonderful combination of skill, speed, and size. And he's blossomed into the type of player everyone thought he would be when the Bruins took him first overall in 1997.
Hershey takes the lead with that one.
That could force the opposition to take some chances.
Scored by
Murray dumps the puck in.
Thornton, assisted by number 17.
He passes it to Murray.
And by
Timer.
Daniel Alfredson.
Here's Joe Sakic, who got off to a good start with the game's first goal. He'll try the wrap-around. He scores! That's a big goal to tie the game in the third.
Todd Bertuzzi can beat you in so many ways. Up top, down low, in front of the net, you name it. There's no question that Big Bird is a goalie's worst nightmare.
And that makes it a tie game.
This is when you need someone on your team to step up.
Hershey's goal, scored by number
Here comes Lang. Quick shot. Turco stabbed at it.
assisted by number 19.
Here comes Nash. Shoots the puck. Saved by Luongo. To Nash. Luongo hangs on for the whistle. It's looking like a barn burner.
Both teams have really opened it up. They're piling up the shots.
These goalies will be lobbying for danger pay if this keeps up. The puck is about to be dropped. The faceoff goes to Hershey. Shoots the puck. Blocked in front of the shot. That hit him and knocked him down. Another shot. He scores to take an early third period lead.
Pavel Datsyuk saw a little opening to get the puck off, and he took it. Once he let it go, it was labeled for the goal.
Hershey is now in the lead.
So much for playing it cautious in the third.
Scored by number 13. Pavel Datsyuk.
Shoots it quickly. Luongo made the brilliant save to Datsyuk. Close. The home team up by one here early in the third period. It's passed ahead to Thornton. Now he carries the puck out to center ice. Down into the... Scores! Early third tie game.
Alfredson has one of the best shots in the game. Now, he may not be able to rip it as hard as some of the others, but it's as accurate as they come.
They've given up a goal and lose the lead.
They've also lost the momentum. It'll be tougher to get it back as time runs down.
Number 11, Daniel.
Here comes Joe Sakic to Lang.
Joe Thornton, and by number 6.
Now passed over to Hossa. Cuts in front. One-timer. Here's Rob Blake. He passes the puck to Tanguay. Shoots it hard. Puck grabbed by Kubina. Lang grabbed it. He passes it to Hossa. Out comes Gary Roberts. And he moves it into the attacking zone. Here comes Alex Tanguay. One-timed. Sakic. One-time shot. Quick up to Roberts. Now he carries the puck to center. Intercepted to Modano. And he moves the puck into the neutral zone. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. Luongo closes the door. Here comes Jeremy Roenick. He passes the puck to Nash. Now over to Nash. Here comes Mike Modano to Jeremy Roenick. One-timer. He scores, and that's a hat trick.
Yager is a finesse player that can also beat you with his side. He's incredibly tough to knock off the puck, which allows him to get to those areas of the ice where he can produce quality scoring chances. When you think about third period action, you think about situations like this.
And both teams are responding in classic form. This one could go down to the wire.
Assisted by number 90.
Watch what he does here. Turco denies him.
Number 6, Wade Redden.
Hershey excels on the power play because they're so patient with the puck.
Jim, once they gain the line, it's only a matter of time. They pick defenses apart with quick, accurate passes.
The ref is ready to drop the puck. To Sheldon Surrey. One times it. Ahead to Marlowe. Runs over the blue line on the attack. Into the corner he goes. Intercepted. Over to Redden. Now over to Thornton. To Sheldon Surrey. Now again to Redden. Hershey has the puck and won't give it up in the attacking zone. To Marlowe. 2-on-0. Here's the chance. Roenick. He brings it to center. Here they come over the blue line. And over to Murray. Quick shot. Block. Turco turned the shot away. Puck jumped on by Roenick. Quick shot. That's blocked and didn't get through. To Nick Lidstrom. The home team trails by 1 here midway through the third. Here's a chance. He scores! Alex Tanguay! He's sensational!
Jim, the forward goal is going to have to watch the replay on that one because he still doesn't know what happened.
Midway through the third, and it's anyone's game.
Now someone's going to play the hero. They better do it fast.
Goal. Scored by number 18, Alex Tanguay. Assisted by
Here's
number
Rick Nash. He's firing from every angle, but can't beat the goaltender. That'll make the highlight reel. What a great save. About to drop the puck. To Matty Nostra. Turned away by Luongo. Here's Rick Nash. He passes it to Messier. Here's Martin Saint-Louis. What a gritty performance he's put on. One-timer! Here's Philippe Tuba to Sundin. He steals it. Here's Rick Nash, who's been all around the net but can't seem to score. Pressed it right on. He scores!
There aren't too many players in the NHL who like to compete more than Bill Guerin. He never backs down in any situation, so it's not surprising when he's rewarded for his hard work with a goal.
And the faceoff is won by Datsyuk. It's one-on-one. Now he passes it to Timonen.
Assisted by number 61, Rick Nash.
One-timer. Luongo makes an awesome save. Here comes Ilya Kovalchuk. Front of the net. Shot the puck from the slot. Hit the man in front of the net. Here's Kimo. Shot. Passed ahead to Alfredson. One times it. Turco turned him away. Here's Pavel Datsyuk, who has a 3-point night going with 2 goals and an assist. With a one-timer, pushed aside by Luongo. Here's Daniel Alfredson. He's had a good, hard-working blue-collar game. The visiting team trails by 1 late in the third. He scores! Big goal late in the third. They're up by a pair.
That puck was in the net before the goaltender had a chance to react at all. Naslund timed that play perfectly. The end result was a goal.
Less than 5 minutes to go in the game. Up by 2. Time to protect the lead.
I think so, Jim. Why cushion? Why risk it?
Here's Martin Saint-Louis. His hands are dirty. He's had a good, hard-working game. Here's a chance. That's blocked by the defender. Puck taken by Blake. The visiting team Trails by a pair here late in the third. He intercepted it. Here's Daniel Alfredson. Despite his team's performance, he's been all right. He gives it up to Tanguay. Picked off and quick up to Murray. It's 2-on-1. Oh, he hit the post. Again, another shot. Saved by Turco. One-timer. He blocked it. That's a great play. To Rick Nash. Now it's passed to Rafalski. He'll just move the puck into the neutral zone. Shoots the puck. To Medano. He intercepts the pass. Another quick shot. Saved by Turco. To Bill Guerin. Down to the final 2 minutes of the third period. To Messier. Less than a minute to go in this third period. Into the slot. Turco turned the shot away. Kuba to Rick Nash. Here comes Nash. Here he comes on goal. Surrey jumps on it to Daniel Alfredson. And he carries it into the attacking zone. Turco's got it. To Doan, and he takes it to center. To second, and it's over the line into the attacking zone. To Lang. Cuts in front. He freezes the puck. Turco comes up with an amazing save on that last shot.
Talk about robbing a guy. That was fantastic.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. To Pavel Datsuk. Now he's over the blue line on the... He finds an empty netter.
Now, if the fat lady wasn't warming up before this goal, you can bet she's getting ready to sing now.
To Pronger. Datsuk dumped it. Down to the final seconds of the third.
Assisted by number 13, Pavel Datsuk, and by number 46.
To Hossa. Hard shot from the left. From Hershey, Pennsylvania, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
Until next time, take care.
Goodbye.